Good morning. Happy Labor Day. Well, we're working on a project today that I started yesterday evening. I wanted to take one of my blueberry bushes that I had in a, what is it called, a wine barrel? I don't know, whatever those little pots are that look like things that beer or alcohol used to be made in, but they're actually making them as pots now. So I have two of them. One is in one is in the other. One is doing exceptionally well inside of there, whereas the other one looks like he needs a little help. But I wanted to put the smaller one in the ground, and I'm going to show you in just a second. So yesterday evening I started digging the hole, and once I dug it, I got to a spot, when everything starts turning to clay, but I needed the hole to be deep. So I put water in it to put a little moisture up in there, so that way I'll be able to dig some more today, which that did happen. I made the hole bigger than what I know the root ball to be, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dump all the dirt out, put a little bit of the soil mixed with some compost that I have inside of the hole. Then I'm going to put the root ball in there and then add the other soil that was in the pot mixed with compost, 10-10-10 fertilizer, chicken manure, and mix it with the regular soil that the native soil that was in the ground, and then put everything back. That's what we about to do. So let me turn you guys around so you can see. All right, there you have it. Now I just gonna water it in. It did get some water yesterday, which is why the soil it was in was so moist, but she up in there. And so what I'll end up doing is next year or the year after next, I'm gonna be building up this bed here, where I will be putting compost and cardboard and everything on top of this entire area. So hopefully maybe not next year, but the year after next, I'll be able to garden in this bed. But while I was over here, let me see if we can find it again, show you what I saw. Okay, I think he's gone. It was a little caterpillar over here. Oh well, guess that's that. He might have went under here. Nope, I don't see him. Oh, there he is. You see him? There he goes. Anyway, whenever I get a taste of the animals and bugs and things in nature, sometimes, you just like to capture it on video. Whether it be butterflies or bees pollinating, hummingbirds that show up around here. All right, you guys, now we're at the part where I am fixing this garden bed. So I know you only can see but so much of it, but I just added another level to it, screwed a board in there to get that fixed up. Then, I had to redo my greenstalk. So I had dumped the soil out of each section, added fertilizers and things like that to it, just like I did the garden bed. And once I did all of that, I put the soil back into each one. So I just used what was already there. After I put the soil back into each one, the very next day, I actually put plants inside of them. And so I added, I think, some arugula. No, I didn't add no arugula. Yes, I did. The very, very bottom one, you'll hear me talk about everything that I put in. But the very, very bottom, what I ended up doing was the next day was I added 2 arugula plants to it. So that's what I put on the bottom. But I did this to all 6 tiers. Normally I do 5, but I added an extra tier on here. And so I did it to all 6 tiers where I dumped all the soil out. I amended it, and then once I amended it, I think I added maybe 1 or 2 scoops of soil from somewhere else inside of there. So that's what's going on in this section here. And some of them I dumped out 2 by 2. Some of them I did 1 at a time. It just depended. And I just took a little plastic pot and set over top of the hole, so that way we wouldn't have to worry about anything falling into that spot right there. But it actually went really good. Greenstalk, greenstalk, greenstalk. I enjoy planting in my vertical planter greenstalk. Guess what, guys? I got it all planted up except for that lower row, which is going to be held for my romaine lettuce. I am not putting my romaine lettuce seeds in here. I'm going to put it in a little seed tray, and then I'll plant it in there later. But let's look at what I've planted in here. Some is seeds, so of course you can't see them. So here is my bok choy. I put that in yesterday evening. This is some Swiss chard that I put in on the second row. So I have bok choy in all of the entire top row. Swiss chard is in the entire second row except for 2 sleeves on the other side, which I have a green leafy lettuce. Then I have a red lettuce on the entire third row except for this little bit of thyme that's right here. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4th row down, we have Grand Rapids green lettuce. That's that entire 4th row. We have kohlrabi on the entire 5th row. And like I told you, that bottom row, we don't have anything in there. So that's why some areas are looking bare. Now we're going to water it, and we're going to put this bug cloth on top of it. Happy gardening.